You actually stopped me because of my color. I'm a black person, so I could probably be a thief.
I'm the same color, man. But I don't
Exactly.
care. You look
That's why you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, but you look like you're up to no good, man. I know your kind. I've seen you around
So
before.
you think our people are up to no
It's not
good?
our people, man. It's your people. My people are here at Walmart.
So you make it worse. My people, Africans.
Yes.
I'm just like you, bro.
You're nothing like me.
An African-American guy approached me yesterday at the gym, and I told him that I don't date African-Americans. And he quickly jumped the gun and was like, oh.
At this guy in my community college, I was an RA, which is a residence assistant. And he was like, oh, the African-American, the big African-American girl, the one that looks like a gorilla. Ah! I said,
you are not black. They are right. I'm not black. I'm African. But does that disqualify me from speaking on black issues that also affect me?
Sir? Hey. Stealing. I think I wasn't going to catch him. What are you doing, sir? Do you have your receipt?
Don't you see me with a receipt, sir?
I just want to make sure, man. You look like you were up to no good, and we don't play that in my store.
Are you serious?
I'm very serious, sir.
Can you take a look at my receipt?
Let me see this. Open the bag, please. Open the bag.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Okay, you check out, man. Listen, you look like you were up to no good, and we don't play that around here.
So you actually thought that I would come to steal here?
Yeah, man.
Why?
Why?
Huh?
Yes, I do.
Well, why did you think I was stealing?
Because you were walking around only for one item, man. You could have gone to the gas station for that.
No.
Why'd you have to come to Walmart?
No. You actually stopped me because of my color. Because you think I'm a black person, so I could probably be a thief.
I'm the same color, man. But
Exactly.
I don't care. You look
That's
like...
why you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, but you look like you're up to no good, man. I know your kind. I've seen you around
So
before.
you think our people are up to no
It's
good?
not our people, man. It's your people. My people are here at Walmart.
So you make it worse. My people, Africans.
Yes.
I'm just like you, bro.
You're nothing like me. We're nothing alike, so don't even compare us.
Bro.
Hey, I checked your receipt. You're good. Now get out of here.
You should be very ashamed of
Before
yourself.
I call the cops, man.
See,
Do you want problems?
You're the reason why.
Hey, you're gonna stop talking to me like that, okay? Take your receipt and get on out of here. Get on out of here.
It's sad.
You got to the count of 3.
Everybody
1,
talking about you
2,
guys and us. Now
3.
you're showing it.
No, I don't care. You're gonna have to get out of here.
You don't care.
Sir, go. Sir, have a nice day.
You should be very ashamed of yourself.
This motherfucker come in our store stealing. We'll follow you out. Make sure you don't do nothing else, man.
When Africans come here and when black Americans go to Africa, we truly realize that we are the same. We're all very flashy. Most of us are loud. Most of us are aggressive. We're very family oriented. We're each one, teach one type situation. You got them shoes, I want them too. You got that purse, you want them too. And everybody cook the same dishes. How your macaroni and cheese taste? How your macaroni and cheese taste? We're the fucking same. We can own businesses. It can say you're open at 9. Bitch ain't open until 12. You got to call somebody standing at the door talking about, are you open today? I'm at the house. I'll be there in an hour. Can you wait on me? Bitch, what the fuck? Like, I'm telling you. Why the fuck are you apologizing for saying that black Americans need to know where they come from? You do. You're saying that we don't have culture. We have culture that we adopted, and being descendants of slaves who were brought over here from Africa. But for him to receive backlash saying that black Americans lack culture, black Americans, whether we want to acknowledge it, our base is fucking Africa, period. And that's all he was saying. If black Americans went home and understood where they came from, then we would be more prosperous as a people. But because we're at odds with Africans, and we're like, oh, we're not African, we're not, this is the fuck you are. You got niggas around here still running around, some of them American Indian. How the let's be honest. You still black. Just like when a white person is fucking a nigga, you still black. You are black, Indian, white, but your base is Africa. Well, why is he receiving backlash when anybody that's doing music, he's bridging it? Because yes, they said, well, he's sampling from more art from American artists that he claims have no culture. He's bridging the Black American music with African music, and that's why he's selling out stadiums around the world. And half of y'all worried about, oh, they coming over here to get a green card. Go get your green card in Africa. Y'all need to go home. I'm telling you, y'all will have so much fun. I see so many Black Americans moving over to South Africa and they living good, buying $200,000 mansions. But house help, but same motherfucking houses they selling for 15, 20 million in goddamn LA. They buying that shit for $200,000, showing up to work late. Bitch, mortgage is paid off.
An African American guy approached me yesterday at the gym, and I told him that I don't date African Americans. And he quickly jumped the gun and was like, oh, is it because we don't have a culture? That's what y'all think? I said, sir, this does not have nothing to do with you, but with me. I said, sir, I don't speak English. I don't know how to speak English. He was like, well, you're well spoken to me. No, give about 2 hours of being with me. You'll be asking yourself, what are you saying? Every day you'll be like, come again, come again. I don't want to be coming again every time. I cannot even joke with you. You'll be asking me. You say, baby, that's not how you said that. Don't correct me. I don't want. After pretending to speak in medical terminology at work, I cannot even pronounce those medical words. You see me stressing those medical words to say it. You'll feel sorry for myself. I have to be stressing it. Hi, hapo. No, it's okay. My boss often said, if you want to catch Miriam, catch her from 8:30 to 10:30. By that time, she speaks good English. After that, whatever you get, you on your own. And guys, after 2 hours, I'm tired. It's a full-time job. Sometimes, I'm speaking good English at work. I'll be speaking in a tone voice. My voice is sweet. Everything is calm. And then what they're hearing is a real African lady speaking breaking English. So I can only do 2 hours in a day.
I never identified as Black until I came to this country. I remember the first time I had gotten so angry at this guy in my community college. I was an RA, which is a residence assistant. And he was like, oh, the African American, the big African American girl, the one that looks like a gorilla. I said, it cannot be me. And of everything he called me, it was the African American, the Black African that annoyed me. The gorilla part, I was like, I personally find something attractive about a gorilla. Have you seen a gorilla looking man? Get it. Anyways, so I come and I'm like, I'm not African American, one, and I'm not Black. Everybody was shocked at that statement. Like, you're not Black? What are you then? I'm like, I'm a person. What is Black? So what are you? Yellow, lemonish green? What is this? And I had no concept or idea of race at the time. I didn't understand the history of America and all of these good things. With a lot of things like Black is beautiful and Black is supreme and Black is necessary.
I just got a DM and somebody told me, stop speaking on Black issues. You are not Black. They are right. I'm not Black. I'm African. But does that disqualify me from speaking on Black issues that also affect me? And now I'll give you a little background on me. I'm from Africa. I came to the US in 2012. Been here ever since, have never gone back to visit, nothing like that. I did all my schooling here, learned English, learned a lot of things, and I am now a citizen of the US. I still speak my first language because of my family. I am very accustomed to American life. I eat the food, I listen to the music. Almost everything about me is American. I grew up here and have spent more time here than I have in Africa. I am treated as Black in this country. I'm seen as Black. Issues that affect or are strong in the Black community also pertain to me. I'm talking about colorism, texturism, featureism, all of it. Are those issues that I'm not allowed to talk about because I'm not Black American? It is a very hard thing to talk about and understand because it's confusing. I see myself as African because that's just where I'm from. I don't know, now I just feel like I'm just saying whatever, but actually I do want to talk about this because I feel like that's the reality of a lot of Africans that grow up here, especially the ones who aren't that close to their culture anymore. If you relate to me or have anything or opinions or whatever, feel free to comment.
I'm an African American. I am the only person in the world who's had issues or who's faced discrimination. No, you're not. American Black people are not the only people who've gone through hardship in this world. The same way slavery or the history of America has an impact on Black people, history itself still impacts Black people across the world today. And that's what a lot of you don't seem to understand. Your great-granddad or your granddad was a slave. Fair enough, innit? But so many African nations are still being affected by the the West today. Look at Congo. As a clear example, it doesn't have to be slavery in your face for it to still be slavery in your face. Do you know where the resources in your iPhones come from? Congo. Them man are still going through it right now. I'm an African American. I am the only person in the world who's had issues or who's faced discrimination. No, you're not. I'm an African American. All these people are stealing our culture. It's not really you. It's because of the country where you're from has this real big impact on media. So yes, a lot of us in the world, white, black, blue, pink, grew up on American culture. Not specifically black, but hip hop is cool. Hip hop is dominant. Athletes are cool. Like any child and every young person in the world, you look up to people you can identify with. So if you see a Michael Jordan, a Tupac, a Biggie, a Jay-Z, you're going to admire them and you might adopt elements of their culture. It's not rocket science. It's not that deep. You're not the only black people who have to navigate being a minority in another part of the world. So relax.
Even as a Nigerian American, they even look at me, I don't have culture. They look at me as like I am just Oyinbo. They call me Oyinbo. They call me all these terminologies because they don't look at me as being African. I'm not African to them. I'm American. That's exactly how they view me. I don't feel really, I have a hard time making friends there. I was there for 7 months. I have a hard time making friends. I have a hard time really like truly.
This is home in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. You understand? So I don't know. I feel like this is my home, but me too. I yearn for that connection. I yearn to want to go back home and connect with where I'm from and embrace my culture and everything like that. But yeah, I sometimes too, I feel like an outsider. So I can definitely relate to that. I've even gotten to like little arguments in like my Uber drivers and they Uber drivers in Nigeria, they're so useless. I'm sorry, I had to put that out. So I'm sorry. I have to say that. But they will come at me because sometimes maybe I may be talking to them and giving them direction. This is your English or your phone. Calm down. I don't understand this, your English. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm speaking normal, but my accent sometimes is too much. But I tone down. Even still, I tone down. I try to talk as if I'm from Nigeria, and still my accent is still too strong. My American accent is still too strong for them. So it's like myself, I can relate to you guys as well because I feel like trying to connect, find a sense of belonging. I yearn for that as well. But it's so hard when I'm not being embraced. I'm not feeling like I'm welcome.
So now imagine
you know what I'm saying?
Imagine that with us in America, with Africans and African Americans not embracing each other. Right. Imagine that and we're in the same hole, in the same
It's the same thing, basically.
To my video talking about how when I discovered my newfound Nigerian Igbo ancestry, and when I would tell Nigerians, they were like, when I would tell Nigerians that I had found that I was 36% Nigerian, I noticed that a lot of them were kind of like, you're still not one of us. I don't know what you mean. Now, this lady commented and said that a lot of Africans, not just Nigerians, feel a certain way towards African Americans because of the general reception that a lot of African Americans gave to Africans. And we can speak to that. There definitely was an era when African kids used to come to school, fucked up kids whose mamas didn't teach them no fucking manners, was calling them African booty scratchers and all this other crazy shit. I do think it just now became cool to rep your African roots because of Black Panther and Wakanda, all that shit. Now, me personally, I never hop on the bandwagon. I've always thought African cultures were beautiful. I've always been a fan of Sudanese culture. I've always been a fan of the history of Nubia. I've always been a fan of learning about Ashum and the other ancient kingdoms of Ethiopia. I've always been a fan of Mali, learning about Mansa Musa, etc., etc. I do think this is what we call, or the more woke black people, I guess, call diaspora wars.